Rewards info, thronebreaker difficulty. Where for out now? Guess we'll have to wait till later on, it seems, when new content drops. Yes. Also, Grandmaster Gauntlet returns back today for those that haven't done it and also have done it several times. Where are the new relics that Kabam said about? Well, we can answer that. And Wiccan Players were frustrated with this response by Kabam on something that is meant to be part of the champion, as per Spotlights. Hey, and good day, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Wednesday's MCN. It's the one before we get new content drop at 10 AM PST today. Make sure to do the usual. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribing is free. Please think about doing that. Support channel. Come back. Regular content on new Marvel swipe game. No, old Marvel swipe game. You can tap too in this game. Please come see new shows and various other content. Guides for side questings. Very nice. Very spicy. Now let's kick off the show. Last night I was out gallivanting. I went to see a concert. I went to see the 1975. Not the year, it's a band. You probably have heard of them. If you've not, search them up. They're really funky and they do a lot of synth pop. But in any case, I had a great time. But quest difficulties, updates. Look, I did a video yesterday about this. Thronebreaker difficulty was something Kabam have alluded to, and it looks like that's what we're getting later on today. Although I feel everything is really confused. It gets more confusing because I had a conversation with Kabam Jax, got some great info for the video yesterday, which basically talked about what was going to be part and parcel of this particular event, that we would not see units in the Cavalier difficulty, which you kind of think, oh, with new difficulty, we can like go down the line and get more units, but no. Right, the only other thing that kind of came from this was like, I thought we were going to see rewards information, and that's what I was given the idea of by a member of Kabam. But it looks like we're not going to receive that. And I thought to myself, like, oh, I'll just check to see whether or not it's kind of, I don't know, posted by the MCC team. It's not. And the same thing goes with, like, in this particular post here. And I think that maybe there's a bit of a miscommunication with Kabam on the subject of what was the quest rewards. And because it says event rewards here, like, that's not the event quest rewards. This is the side quest. But if it means that this is, and I'm gonna not assume any of this, but I was gonna, maybe they're thinking that this is the quest and, like, side quest and event quest. Like, nah, mate, nah. So what we'll do is we'll wait towards later on today, and I guess that's what we're gonna do. I'll be reacting to the new rewards as part of the Thronebreaker difficulty. So yeah, that's what you can see later on. Because it's new content drop day, everybody. So yeah, later on today I'll be doing a side quest breakdown video, and then the second video will probably be reacting to the whatever Thronebreaker difficulty rewards are and breaking them down as to what we get, because Kabam didn't do the thing. Next up, in good news, we've got the Grandmaster Gauntlet returning back today. Lots of people are planning of how to take on the content, which is cool. And yeah, just to let everybody know, if you don't know already, that the Koreans challenges are not tied to the Grandmaster Gauntlet. They're tied to Eternity of Pain acceptance. So if you're wondering, I'm sure a lot of people already knew that. But yeah, the great news is that we've got the Grandmaster Gauntlet returning back today. I'm still planning when I'm going to do my run. I want to check out this Thronebreaker difficulty first and then go back. Well, I've already done it. That's the thing. I've already done the Grandmaster Gauntlet once. And then every time I seem to be wanting to get like the next time going into, it's like Kabam go, no, we're pulling it. And it's like, oh, great. So hopefully it's back and back for good, so I can actually do it again for the second time, because the last time I did it was 2021, and there's been what, like 40 plus new champions. So now you can really kind of think about some kind of different counters, options, and take it on. I also would say it may be advantageous to do it because do it soon, because what you do is you get a tester of the what is it? The Nameless Thanos. I was thinking to myself, like, what is it? Is he Immortal Thanos? No, it's just like it's Nameless Thanos. Nameless Thanos. So yeah, Nameless Thanos, like you get to face off against him in the Grandmaster Gauntlet, so you'll be able to get a bit of training ahead of him being the end boss in Eternity of Pain. So at least to kind of like you get a little bit of training if you wanted to do that. And now on to relics. As a lot of you know, relics are a thing. And sadly, whether you like them or not, they're here to stay. And they're very much thrusted in your face. So it's up to you whether or not you feel like, oh, I'm gonna definitely can't wait to socket this particular new one. There's several new ones, by the way. There's new ones that are meant to have come out with this new update, and a lot of players that are interested are wondering, you know, where are these Relics? Where are these Relics? Where are they? So the question's been asked and it has been answered. So yeah, many people saying like, yeah, where's the new Relics? Where? Because like, you know, acquisition wise and stuff like that. So Mike says, hey all, just like new champions, they are not going to be added right when the build goes live. Watch for more information coming soon on exactly when they'll be available in crystals. Bit annoying with that, but I guess it's like it's kind of weird. We'll expect to see over 200 plus, like as the years go on, that you're going to see like the same amount of relics per champion, which just means that it's just another thing to go out and collect. Good luck, collect them all like Pokemon, except for Pokemon's fun, and we like Pokemons. Oh, do we like relics? I don't know. We're going to catch them all. It's up to you. You could be Ash from Pallet Town, or you could just be, I don't know, Gary or Mister. You choose whatever floats your boat. And now we end on a bit of a weird story that's taken a long time before it's had a response from Kabam. And that is on a Wiccan-based issue. So taking everything back on the point of fact. The point of fact is, and as this player points out, Wiccan's Silence Neutralize spell is not the same in-game as it is in the forum and MCC website Champion Spotlight. It says on both it should be 10 seconds neutralize, but in-game it's a 5-second neutralize. There is not a mention of it in the rebalance either. Now, a lot of this is pre the Wiccan availability for beta testing the buff, which was in the Act 8.2 beta recently. That's you know, just kind of like bring everyone into that particular scenario. And it's always very annoying when you see situations like this where a champion comes into game and it's, you know, all about, you know, 5 seconds for something that Kabam then have said like, okay, well, it's 10 seconds there for that. So it's like, oh, well, it's kind of annoying. It puts into more of a spotlight this month or this time because we've got the Season 4 meta currently out. But flash forward into January, this particular thread was not answered to by Kabam, and especially like, and it's difficult because it came on a time when I'd say Kabam were kind of the out of office. But look, here's the thing, you know, coming back to these particular situations is really important, especially because players are concerned, but at the same time, if they've spent money and or invested into a champion, then that's resources invested for a champion that theoretically on paper looks nerfed, but maybe isn't when Kabam has said like, okay, well, this is actually how we wanted to put it in, or maybe there's been a typo on the spotlight. And Kabam make mistakes. Remember, they're a multi-million-dollar company that make mistakes. Although I'm just one person, right? So when I make a mistake, you know, people say, "Rich, you've made a mistake." Yeah. But I'm not a multi-million-dollar company. I'm just one person in a room making videos. But I digress. I don't know if people were kind of looking forward to some sort of like information to say, oh, the champion's going to be miraculously fixed based on some recent buffing to Wiccan. Unfortunately not. Wiccan did get a buff, but I don't feel that it's been in the way that represents this particular thread and what people wanted to see. But I digress. Let's get to the answers on any kind of questions people have about Wiccans. So, Kabam Jack says, sorry about this one. It slipped through the cracks. We'll be bringing it to game to find more information. Additionally, the update from Wiccan Spotlight was small and mentioned in the initial rebalance update, change in bold, Arcane Theft with heavy attack gains a power gain passive granting 1% of max power over 10 seconds. Max 10 sacks nullifies up to 1 Fury precision or power gain buff off the opponent, increasing potency of power gain by passive to 5%. But yes, we'll try and get answers on the discrepancy between online and in-game kit details. So the final answer on the subject being the following. Information back from the game team confirms that in-game values are correct. Neutralized duration is 5 seconds, not 10 seconds. The change has been made to the forum spotlight and the champion spotlight on the website, though it may take a moment to populate. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. Sorry for the delay. And at this particular stage, looking at it's either you are going to trust Kabam or not trust Kabam. That's going to be down to you. And here's the thing: it's either going to be a case of like, and as this player Lenore Fainuant Now, at this point, it's either going to be up to like how you kind of look at this, whether or not you're going to trust Kabam. I mean, as this player, Lenoir says here, when the character doesn't perform according to the description and they decide to change the character, not a bug. When the character doesn't perform according to the description and they decide to change the description. We've had this point before where I think Kabam have done this in the past, but then Kabam will probably say like, no, we didn't. Again, it's like, it's up to you whether or not you trust Kabam and what they're saying on this particular thing or not, and that's really it at the end of the day. It's sad really, because that neutralize would have been, as I said, really handy when it comes to like taking on this month's meta for season 4. I'm sure you would be able to kind of do it, but the rotation I think is going to be something that's quite critical, because rotation wise and how long you keep that neutralize on as per how quickly you're able to play aggressively, suppress that armor up buff. Like, there's a lot of variables with that, and at the same time I'm sure people would have liked like Wiccan to have that 10-second one. It's just a real shame at the end of the day, but it doesn't. I don't think it takes away dramatically from the champion. It's just nice to have that little extra bit of kit. And on to the final bit of coverage of today, and that is we've got a Yellow Jacket and Black Widow arena. Here are my arena predictions. Yellow Jacket as 6-star, I'm going for 100 mil. I do think it would go a lot less than that one, but Hood recently went for over like 99 mil or something. Like, it's just crazy the extent of like what people are putting in for Hood. So yeah, it could go like 100 mil for this. It could go a little bit less than that, maybe hopefully 80 mil, but I'm going with 100 mil. The 5-star version, I'm going with 40 mil, because you know that's just how it normally kind of goes. To be honest, it probably go a lot lower than that, maybe about 30 mil. Black Widow is a 6-star, I'll go with 50 mil, and that's the basic arena. And then the 5-star version, I'll go with 12 mil as a prediction. And there we go, that has been the show. Thank you very much to those that support the channel as a YouTube member and as a patron who are on screen right now, people. Also those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. I haven't been streaming that much as I would like to, but I will be back doing a lot more of that probably Thursday, Friday time, so check out some stuff then. And finally, make sure to check out some other content which will be located on screen right now. Lots to post today, new content drops and all that stuff. So later on, yeah, cheers.